This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
Birds and reptiles took over during the weekend during Free Family Saturday in Moses Lake. A Washington school district ended international field trips because undocumented students can't attend them. Warm temperatures and melting snow are being blamed for flooding that's causing problems for an Idaho county.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Birds and reptiles took over during the weekend during Free Family Saturday in Moses Lake. The Moses Lake Museum and Art Center held its bird-friendly day with activities at the museum, Civic Park, and the Moses Lake Public Library. Activities kicked off Saturday morning with bird storytime and crafts at the library. Back at the museum, families were treated with several educational activities with help from the Central Basin Audubon Society and the Dry Falls Visitor Center. Children had the chance to create their own bird feeder in the museum classroom and walk through Civic Park for a bird-watching scavenger hunt. The big draw of the day was the live bird and reptile show from Creature Teachers based in Dallas, Oregon. Families packed the Civic Center auditorium to get an up-close look at snakes, spiders, lizards, and even an alligator. And with it being Bird Day, the Creature Teachers also brought their Vonderdecken hornbill. Bird Friendly Day was a multi-partner event designed to encourage appreciation of wildlife and natural habitats. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
This is video of a tradition for the band from Kent Lake High School. For 2 decades, the band has made a yearly trip to perform in Victoria, BC.
And this is their big deal. Victoria loves having us.
But this year, students have been told they won't be going because of a policy change by the Kent School Board.
And it was heartbreak because I knew that this was going to be hard for these kids, knowing that they'd prepared all year.
The Kent School District has ended all international field trips.
It comes down to one word: equity. We recognize when we looked at things that for years we've been offering these trips, but by definition our students who are undocumented can't cross the border. They might not be able to get out, they certainly wouldn't be able to get back in.
To make sure every student has a chance to be in all school programs, no matter what their legal status, the district has ended all school-sponsored trips abroad. Christine Mastroff is a parent. She was at the school board meeting when the decision was made.
I just feel like it's a political move on their part. That's what it felt like in the room when they were making the decision, and that's what it feels like today even more.
She says the board's decision to make the change not long before the trip makes it even tougher on disappointed students.
That was the other thing that was problematic. They didn't give us time to find a different venue or different way to pay for the trip and go outside of Kent Lake. That's what was disheartening.
We're told the school board believes these trips should have been ended years ago.
For one student, the potential of one student, they're sacrificing hundreds and hundreds and thousands of other students.
Sometimes as a culture and a society we have to sacrifice as individuals for the greater good, and we feel that that's the case here.
Bringing an end to a 20-year tradition. Theron's on Como News.
What were once roadways are now waterways in Haley. The Big Wood River has burst its banks after a rapid snowmelt. The water turning a parking lot into a roaring torrent and swallowing up parts of the Draper Wood River Nature Preserve. The Haley Fire Department says up to 30 homes have been impacted.
And over the last couple days, it's increased where the groundwater is rising, and now we're having a combination of surface water coming up with the increased river water, making the bad situation that much worse.
I mean, I've got Class 2 rapids in the backyard.
Crews are not just dealing with flooding, but fallen trees. The soggy ground and high winds have caused some to come crashing down. Idaho Power has cut off the electricity to the affected homes for safety measures. Many are using generators to pump the water out of their basements and crawl spaces while sandbagging around their homes.
That's my concern, is just water rising from underneath and then getting into the floor, and then, and then everything is, then it's like, all right, we're out.
At this time, the Haley Fire Department says no injuries have been reported and no mandatory evacuations are in place. The fire chief says they've seen great support from the community.
The city of Haley's provided sand and sandbags, and over the last couple of days we had several hundred people come out volunteering their own time, their own vehicles, filling sandbags and distributing them to residents in need.
Authorities are urging the public to stay out of the floodwaters and obey all road closures. They are asking residents to be prepared in case they need to be evacuated.
We're just going to keep rolling our sleeves up and fight the good fight and do what we can.
What was expected.
Right.
This is iFIBER 1 News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at iFiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.